think this target is one of the worst things I've bought.
Waiting for the sun.
Welcome back. It's new accessory day. On today's episode we have the Vector Optics Sentinel 5-25x50 HD. This is a first focal plane scope, the first one I've had, so I'm really looking forward to getting to grips with that. It has come from the guys at Vector Optics directly, full disclosure, but it's not going to hold me back for anything I think is a pro or a con of this scope. So here we go. Let's have a look at some shots. Then I'll set it up on, I've got the MPO2 out today, and we will zero it and give you some thoughts around the scope's abilities. Let's take a look. Meet the Vector Optics Sentinel 5-25x50 first focal plane HD Rifle Scope. A tactical powerhouse designed for both mid and long range shooting. Its versatile zoom and durable 30mm tube make it an essential tool for shooters seeking precision and reliability. With 80 MOA elevation travel, compensating for drop is effortless, whilst the high definition Lanthanum lens delivers razor sharp image and true to life colour accuracy, giving you a visual advantage. It's built tough with 6061 T6 aluminium, waterproof, fogproof and shockproof. The Sentinel is ready for any environment, compact, sturdy and fully equipped. Okay, so let's start with a little bit of an unboxing. Very well packaged. Open the box, you get this nice description of the product with a 5-year warranty. Okay, so in my package, obviously the scope, we'll get that out in a second. Lucky chip. Vector Optics 30mm weaver mounts, high profile. You get this pretty cool lens cleaner cloth that you can clip to a bag. I like that. We've got a patch in mind. Don't know if that's as standard. Additional sun hood and the scope itself. So you do have all your tools, and there's a tool to undo the zero stop. And you also have nice flip up sun caps with this, both ends. So little walk around the scope itself. So you've got the zoom here. So this is the 5-25 magnification. On this side you have your battery compartment for the illumination. This is where you have your focus, and then you've got your standard elevation and windage on the side. This one is a pop out, push in. This one doesn't do the same. Not sure why that's the case, but there must be a reason behind that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this mounted on the MPO2. We'll take a look at, if I can, the reticle inside. But yeah, let's get this on a rifle.
Several long days later.
Welcome back, folks. So I started filming this the other day. We are doing the review of the Vector Optics Sentinel 5-25x50 HD first focal plane scope. The reason I am wearing different clothes and doing this on another day is because I had real problems with my battery setup on the camera. So here we go again. I'm out at 25 meters in the garden range, and once again we are focusing on this scope, and it has come directly from Vector Optics, but they've encouraged me to be as open and honest as I like, so we will ensure that we are. So first thoughts, obviously I'm using the MPO2 here, and the scope itself comes with the Picatinny mounts, which are finger tied. They tightened, finger tightened, but you can also use a hex as well. It's not a problem. Obviously, with the MPO2, you have both the Picatinny and Weaver and the dovetail mounts. I think my first initial thoughts are, from a UK shooter, is a lot of our rifles are generally dovetail. But a point to note, if you are ordering one of these kits, I'm not sure if you can specify what size you want in there. This has come with those. Calling that out. Okay, so what I do like with this kit is it comes with everything you need, and a little bit more, I think. It's nice to have these flip up sun visors. With other branded content, you get the ones that you take off and put to the side, but this way you have them on your scope at all times. I like that it is finger adjustment, so to change the elevation, windage, don't need a tool to do that. Your objective lens, your focus at distance, for those of you that aren't aware, is on the side rather than the end, as you might see on others. I like this. It is kind of hard to see because I'm a lefty. There's a line at the front to show you at what distance you are focusing at. It's not a problem, just got to move your head round to enable that. I like that on the turrets themselves you've got it on the turrets, so it tells you which way is up and down for your point of impact, and left and right, but you've also got it on the side as well, so you don't have to go up. You can adjust from an angle to get your zero. I don't know what the weight of this is. I'll try and pop that on screen. It is a very nice glass to look through. It's very clear, and the reticle is crisp and etched. So let's get some shots off. I'm going to try and get some shots of the first focal zoom through the camera. I don't know how well that's going to work, but let's run some shots off. So I've got the MPO2. I'm running the Field Target Trophy from H&N. They're at 14.66 grains, and I'm going to use a single shot loader today. I've not shot it at this distance and this zero, so I might need to change the zero. Why is that not loading today? Alright, let's get the first shot off, see where we are. Top left. Not bad, a little bit low. Just going to try and adjust that slightly. Run another one off. Okay, so with the elevation, let me talk about the two of them. The elevation and the windage have a slightly different setup. With the elevation, you can just turn it without having to do anything. With the windage, it's a pop out and twist. Now, I don't know if that's meant to be that way in my ignorance. It just seems that because one does pop out, I'm always trying to pop the other one out. But it is what it is. It's not a pain after you realise what you're doing wrong. Oh. Okay, so I'm enjoying that zero there. So you can have an illuminated reticle. It takes a watch battery, the larger coin sized ones on the left hand side here. You have I think it's 6 brightness settings for that, and it does just illuminate the central dot of the reticle. Some others you get the full illumination around the outside. This one is 5-25x50, so quite a big focal zoom. This is going to be really useful for people that want to get out to a big range distance. But from my perspective, I've used several scopes now. Purchased some for review, some was just the channel. I'm really enjoying this one. I've got digital scopes. I've got 1 leaf digital scope, different kettle of fish, you know, digital versus glass. I prefer the glass than the digital view. I like having the ability to record on the digital. The kit comes with an additional sunshade, or it increases the length for reducing the amount of light coming into the optic. Number 5, top left. I like that it comes with that. For the price range though, stunning piece of kit. You can undo the turrets. You just untwist the turret with a tool that's in the box, and you can reset your 0 stop. Now obviously if you set this up relatively poorly, you will end up running into a bit of trouble by doing that. What I mean is, if you're set at your 0 and you're at your maximum, you're not going to get anything from a distance perspective if you're pushing this out further than your intended distance. So 0 it at your maximum and then reset your 0 stop. The price of this is run at about, I can't remember, I'm going to have to check that for you. It's about £300 for this model, directly from Vector Optics. You can find it at different price ranges. It, at its maximum, 25 zoomed in, is crystal clear, stunning etch, and the first focal plane. Right, first focal plane, for those of you that aren't aware what that means, when you are changing the magnification on the zoom, so zooming in, zooming out, for the layman's terms, your reticle increases. So imagine when you're the least zoom, it's out here, and then you're really zoomed, it looks nice and big. Now this is to support your hold over, hold under, and makes it really easy for you to see where you're placing those shots. I've tried a number of scopes, and this is definitely up there with the top that I would recommend for the price range. Definitely the price range. If you like something that's a bit simpler, less chunky, then cool, this might not be for you. I like the ability to adjust the turrets just by not unscrewing anything and doing it in the field. I like the illumination. I don't really shoot at night, so it's a bit of a gimmick for me. It's a fantastic piece of kit. I'd highly recommend it. I'm going to run a number of shots through it for the camera. I'm going to try and catch some shots of the zoom for you, or the magnification, and some of the function of it close up. But from a conclusion standpoint, if you're looking for optics and you've got this price range, Vector Optics are doing it well. Not only well, I think they're ahead of the game, and you put it up there with a lot of these better known brands, and I think you get more in the box for your money. There, I said it. You know, it's not a recommendation to buy. I don't get any bung if you do buy something from the company, but what I do say is I go on being a new shooter, I go on being someone who doesn't have a lot of money to buy these products. So when I do, I want to be able to make a decision that I feel I've got the right piece of kit. And this one out of the price range is the right piece of kit. Let's run some more shots through it. Okay, just going to adjust the camera slightly. Got a spinning target, and then we'll see if we can get some shots through the lens itself. The lens, let's go. Getting too fat. Okay, let's change up. Let's load a magazine up and do the rotating swinger target. This may be one of the last videos I do on this particular MPO2. I am looking to swap it out for a slightly different rifle. More on that if it happens. And you know, this thing has been good to me. This was my first PCP, but we have two, so it might be time for it to go on to places new to enable me to get a stock that I prefer. As I've said many a times, I like a longer, more target shooting stock than a, this isn't a bullpup, it's a pistol grip, but you know what I mean. I like the more classic rifle. Okay, here we go. I'm going to get some of these swingers down. This is quite temperamental, so it could be a little bit of a poor show, but once one goes, they end up all going. There goes three. Go for the middle bottom, see if I can get that without hitting anything in the lawn. Yeah, they're kicking back and forward. It's fun though. Let me see if I can flip one back. Get that top left. Now, I think this target is one of the worst things I've bought. It doesn't do what it's supposed to. They just look crap. But gives me a chance to shoot out and show you. Okay, let's see if we can show you some of the shots of the scope in action from behind, and run a little conclusion for you. So I've probably spent way too long trying to set this up, but a couple of things I want to show you. So it's out of focus here for a reason. I've dropped the objective focus on the left so that I can show you the reticle. This is going to be shown through the zoom or the magnification. So first focal plane, like I've said, is when the reticle moves in with your magnification. So as I go up, you'll see, and if I can focus that again, it gets larger as your zoom comes in. So if I go all the way to maximum, it may not work, but let's see. There you go. You can get an idea of how that looks. And then if I try and use the side lens for the focus for this zoom, we are coming into focus because it's only focused at 15 meters or so there from where it's pointing. You'll see that's how this works. That middle dot, once again, is where I've got the illumination on at maximum, and all works perfectly well. Really enjoying it. So once again, first focal plane instead of second is where this zoom function or magnification comes with your magnification. It goes in and out. I wanted to try and point that out for you. It's very bright. Okay, what do I think of this Vector Optics Sentinel 5-25x50 HD first focal plane scope? Now, I really like honesty in reviews, and I've said a number of times I'm not the biggest expert in everything air rifle based, so I can only give you an opinion based on what I have used to date. My experience goes from Hawk fast mounts, Nikon Sterling Mountmaster, I've had Kronos, and I've had One Leaf. And from a setup, ease of use, clarity through the lens, and the use of the first focal plane, I would highly recommend this scope to anyone who is on the market for something around this price packet, price range, price budget. And I think the biggest thing for me is that Vector Optics not only offer a fantastic product, their customer support is also outstanding. My experience with them is that you get your, I think it's a 5-year manufacturer's guarantee. I'm just gonna have to check that. 5 years limited warranty for the original purchaser. You get everything that you need to set yourself up, so you don't need to buy mounts, and I know other products offer that, but yeah, there are a number of fantastic companies in this market now, and if you're looking for a first focal plane, I recommend the Sentinel. Check them out. You can find them on a lot of your usual retailers. You can go directly to their website. You can contact them on social media. But for me, this is probably one of the best scopes I own now. And as long as I've got Picatinny Weaver on that rifle, I'll be using this Vector Optics if I'm not using the One Leaf for later day vision. All that's left to say, as always, is thanks to you, the viewers, the subscribers, the people that listen to me ramble on about this stuff. Without you, there's no point in me making these videos, so thank you. As always, if you can interact with this video, comment, like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, really helps the algorithm. Hate saying all that, but it's true. And all that's left to say is shoot safe, stay safe, catch you on the next one. Cheers, bye.